Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. We're here for another video about capture cards and how to connect them and how to send it to A, maybe your second monitor, and B, maybe you just want to see it on your TV while playing at the full resolution and everything while your computer is capturing and streaming. Today we're going to be covering how to connect any console that you have. I'm talking your PlayStations, your Switches, your Xboxes, or even your cameras, all to inside of your computer, and all you're gonna need is a capture card. Now over here I have a nice little simple USB 2.0 capture card, but any capture card will work in this situation, your Elgatos, your AverMedias, whatever you have on hand. Now I'll go ahead and put a link down to this little guide down in the description below, because this thing only costs you about $10 to $30 maximum at any given point on Amazon or Newegg or wherever you're looking. And this guy will take almost any signal you can throw at it, and it'll down convert it so that you can record up to 1080p 30, or you can drop that down to 720p and record at 60 FPS. Keep in mind that this is a little cheaper guy, but there are more expensive versions out there to get the higher resolutions and the higher frame rates and all that stuff. But just for simple purposes and to demonstrate this, I got this little capture card right here. Now keep in mind that normally I would do this using a desktop PC, but today we're gonna be using a laptop. Now I generally use a desktop PC, but it is just kind of easier that we have an all-in-one situation here with our laptop setup. I do have these other videos I was just working on, so you can see here on the left, we have all of our consoles set up. We have our monitor on the right that is taking our Xbox gameplay, and you can see our laptop or computer down in the center, as well as our USB capture card down there in the front. One thing you're going to need is you're going to need to get yourself a couple of HDMI cables. Now it depends on how many places you want to send your image to here, because you're going to need to combine that with our next device, and that is an HDMI splitter. Now this splitter will allow you to send a signal into it, and there's multiple outputs. Now there are more than just the two on different devices, but here we have a simple 2-output device which will take one HDMI input and it will double it into 2 separate HDMI outputs, and one will go into your PC and one will go to your TV or monitor. So first things first, you're gonna go ahead and plug in your device. Now that could be your Xbox, your PS4, or your Switch. All you need to do is power that bad boy up, and once you're powered up, connect an HDMI cable and plug that into your splitter. Now our splitter here is going to need a source of power, so it comes a little USB cable. Now yours might be a little bit different, but just know that to power mine, a little green dot comes on when I actually plug it into power. I need to do that, and generally if you don't use the power cable, you might get some weird colors and it might not duplicate or clone the image properly, so make sure you power the device. Most of the times you'd actually need it. Now the next step is to go ahead and take your console's HDMI cable and plug it into the splitter, into the input side of the splitter. Now on the reverse side, depending on your splitter, you may have 2 or more HDMI outputs. So for me, I only have 2 here, and I'm only going to use the 2. So with one output, I'm going to go ahead and use this tiny little gray cable to connect it to my capture card. So once you have everything hooked up and you're seeing an image back in your computer, now going back to the splitter, I'm going to get another HDMI cable and connect it to the second output, and we're going to go ahead and plug it into our TV. So now that I have my HDMI cable, I'm going to go ahead and walk it on over to my TV. I'm going to plug it into the backside. It doesn't matter what port you select. Go ahead and just plug it into the TV, and just go to the channel that you need to go to the input source that you need to go to on your TV, and you should see an image. Now that image will not be compressed at all. It'll be the same image that comes out of your console. So if you have a 4K TV or a UHD TV or something like that, you're still going to get the full advantage of your resolution and your frame rate sent to your TV, so you can sit there and watch it basically uncompressed. Now you could do the same thing with a monitor, and instead of sending it to a TV and you still want to use the full resolution, go ahead and plug it into your monitor next to your PC if you have a second monitor. Now that you would still need to use the splitter in this case if you want to take advantage of the full resolution and frame rate, but if you don't mind too much, you could also simply add a monitor to your desktop, and then I'll show you here in a second that you can actually send the image or your gameplay to that monitor as a separate monitor. So now you connect it over to the monitor, and you should see a cloned image of your main desktop PC, or you should have an extended monitor in a sense where you don't see a clone. It's actually extending your display. Here I have mine extending rather than cloning. Now back inside of OBS, if I go ahead and right click my preview monitor, I can send the gameplay to that monitor and have it just show up on a window on the right hand side. So if I go ahead and right click on the image, I select full screen preview, it sends it over to my other monitor, and now my main monitor can be used for my chat, or it can be used for my anything else, maybe my music or anything like that, or you can switch and swap these things however you want them. So if I wanted my gameplay on my main monitor and my chat on my other screen, you can do that. All the while, my other TV back there is still getting full resolution and full gameplay. So technically I could sit here, I could start streaming or recording and go take a seat on my old couch and game at full resolution if I choose to. Now you can also see this works for any other console. I'll go ahead and just demonstrate. I plug in a little PS4 here, and we have The Last of Us 2 up and running in the background. So keep that in mind, that is a thing that you can do. So this covers how to connect your consoles to your laptop or your desktop with a capture card, as well as sending an output split off to a TV or another monitor. So keep in mind that this is all an option that you can take on if you choose to, and maybe you can roll with this and come up with something kind of cool or unique that is best suiting for your needs. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Maybe like and subscribe. It would kind of help me out trying to grow this channel. You know what I'm saying? But hey, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, bye.